If you feel like God isn't with you, give me a minute so I can teach you the story of Joseph. So Joseph was born to Jacob and Rachel. He had 11 brothers, but he and his brother Benjamin were the only two born to Rachel. Because of this, Jacob favored Joseph over the rest of his brothers. Joseph's brothers grew jealous of Jacob's favoritism, and they even had a shared dream suggesting that all of the brothers would bow down to Joseph. Eventually, Joseph's brothers began plotting to kill him. They kept him in a ditch until they found a caravan from Egypt and sold him into slavery. So Joseph was taken into Egypt, where he became a slave to Potiphar, the captain of Pharaoh's guard. Potiphar grew to respect Joseph, allowing him to become an overseer of his household. Joseph figured that this was his blessing from God, but God still had greater plans for him. Potiphar's wife attempted to hook up with him, and after Joseph refused, she went to her husband and accused him of assault. Potiphar, furious, sent him to prison. Joseph thought God gave up on him. One day, Pharaoh's baker and cupbearer came to him, asking for him to interpret their dreams. Joseph told the baker that he would be executed and the cupbearer would be released. All that Joseph requested in exchange for interpreting their dreams was that the cupbearer asked Pharaoh to release Joseph as well. Well, the cupbearer was released, but he forgot about Joseph. Joseph sat in a prison cell for 2 years, yet he never gave up on God's plan for him. He knew that God had big plans for him and was right. 2 years later, Pharaoh had a dream, and no one in Egypt could interpret it. Then the cupbearer remembered Joseph. Joseph was released and asked to interpret Pharaoh's dream, which he did. He told Pharaoh that the kingdom would have 7 years of prosperity followed by 7 years of famine. Pharaoh, impressed, allowed Joseph to become his second in command and oversee food storage. During the 7 years that Joseph oversaw storage, he stored all of Egypt's extra food, which gave them plenty for the 7 years of famine. Joseph's story reminds us that God hasn't given up. Every bad situation happens for a reason. Joseph could have given up on God, but he remained faithful, and as it turned out, if he hadn't been in that prison, he wouldn't have become Pharaoh's second in command, and he wouldn't have saved Egypt from famine. So whenever you're faced with a hard time, remember that God will let you come out of it stronger than ever.